I've lost real money on bad SaaS picks. One tool I migrated to, then off, in 6 weeks. So I run everything through one question. Does it survive a normal Monday? Here's the strange thing about the cheapest serious SEO suite. The top complaint isn't the data. It's that the tool tells you to come back tomorrow. That's Mangools. 5 tools in one login. KW Finder, SERP Checker, SERP Watcher, LinkMiner, Site Profiler. I'll show you the difficulty score that reads the live results page. We'll run the daily driver test in 2 of those tools. Then I'll tell you who should buy which plan, plus where it ceilings out. The daily cap, the solo seat, a backlink index smaller than the big players. Let's see if it holds a real working day. Start with the thing the whole tool is built around. The difficulty score in KWF Finder. Most tools hand you a generic number off domain authority. Mangools does something different. I seeded Best AI Podcast. It comes back 41 out of 100, flagged possible. That number is read from the live top 10 results page. It looks at how strong those 10 pages are, their authority, their length, their links. Then it scores how beatable that page really is. So a 41 on a page full of long, well-linked articles means something different than a 41 on a thin one. So why does that score decide your whole plan? Because every lookup burns against a cap, and the cap resets every 24 hours, not monthly. Basic gives you 100 lookups a day. That runs out in an afternoon on a real project. Premium gives you 700 a day. That's the comfortable floor for one serious user. 1,600 searches a month on a winnable term. 700 lookups to find them. 7 times the room. That gap is the real reason to move up, not the price. Second thing it does well. It narrows a giant list down to the keywords you can win, all in one pass. This is the filter panel. You set a difficulty ceiling, say 20 or under for a young site. You set a minimum search volume so you're not chasing dead terms. You can filter by search intent too. Buying intent versus just curious. One pass and a raw list of a few thousand becomes a short list of winnable terms. That's the part that turns research into a to-do list. Third strength. It groups the survivors for you. Flip-on clusters and the related terms bundle into named topic sets. Each one gets its own combined volume. Why does that matter? Because you stop writing one post per keyword. One piece of content can target a whole cluster. 10 or 15 terms a single article can rank for. That's the difference between 40 thin posts and 10 that cover a topic. So the cluster isn't just a list. It's a content plan you can write straight from. So pull those 3 together. The score reads the real results page, not a generic algorithm. So it tells you what's actually beatable. The filters cut a raw list down to the winnable long tail in one pass. And the clusters group those survivors. One article covers a whole topic instead of one keyword. Underneath all of it is the thing the reviews keep mentioning. It's fast. It's the tool most people open every morning. Opening it doesn't cost you 10 minutes. That's 3 real wins, and they feed one workflow. Find the winnable terms, group them, go right. That's the case for the tool. Now the part nobody puts in the marketing. Here's the first place it ceilings out. It's not a quality problem. It's a seat problem. Premium is a solo seat. 0 team members, and sharing a login is against their terms. So the day a second person needs in, you don't add a seat. A contractor, a second client manager, anyone. You jump the whole account up to agency. That's $40 a month more. $480 a year. Just to let one more person log in. So here's the honest read. If more than one person will ever touch this account, budget it as agency from day one. Don't buy premium and get surprised at the wall. Second ceiling is the backlink side. This is LinkMiner pulling a competitor's links. You can see the count right there. It's good data. But the index behind it is about 70% the size of Ahrefs. And there's no full site crawl module. No auditing redirect chains or broken links across a whole site. For most people, that's no issue. But if you're doing portfolio scale competitive work, you'll hit the wall. More than 500 backlinks per competitor, or 10 domains at once. One more honest one while we're here. There's an AI content brief add-on for $19 a month. It reads clean on broad topics but drifts on niche or technical content. I'd skip it and outline those by hand. So the way you live with the index ceiling. Treat Mangools as your daily keyword and rank driver, and only reach for Ahrefs the day a backlink gap job actually blocks you. So line the weaknesses up, because here's the pattern. Every one of them is a ceiling on your workflow. None of them is a defect in the data. The daily cap resets every 24 hours, not monthly. A hard sprint can run you dry by mid-afternoon. The solo seat means a second login forces the whole account up to agency, plus $40 a month. And the backlink index is about 70% of Ahrefs, with no full site crawl. Notice none of those is the data's wrong. The data's fine. The real question is different. Does your team size, your sprint pace, or your competitive depth outgrow the tool before the price does? For most solo users, none of them do. That's the honest frame going into pricing. So let me run a real morning through it. I want a topic for a podcast site, so I seed Best AI Podcast into KWF Finder. Back comes 41 difficulty, 1,600 searches a month. Down the right is the live results page. Who's actually ranking? Reddit, Apple, Spotify, YouTube? Then I filter to the low difficulty long tail and save the cluster. That whole first pass takes a couple of minutes. Now over in LinkMiner, a separate tool, a separate job. I run a competitor's domain to find link targets. Thousands of backlinks come back, and most of them are junk. Here's the trick nobody puts in the marketing. You sort by link strength. Then you read 2 columns against each other, trust and citation. A link with low trust but high citation is a spam farm. Lots of links pointing in, no real authority. You ignore that whole tail. What's left is your real target list. That pass takes about 20 minutes. By hand, reading every link, it's closer to 3 hours. One thing the tool won't tell you, read that difficulty score against your own site's age. A brand new domain under 6 months should treat 20 as the real ceiling, not 30. 6 to 12 months, you can stretch to 25. A year-plus site can chase 30. Same number, different meaning depending on how old your site is. Get that wrong and you write for terms you can't win yet. And that's a wasted month. If you want to run that test yourself, the link's in the description. operatorreviews.com/Mangools. It's 10 days of full premium, no card required. Push one real project through it. See whether 700 lookups a day holds your workload, all before you pay a cent. The cap either survives your Monday or it doesn't, and you'll know inside 10 days. Go open it and run your own week through it. Best way to decide. So which plan? Don't pick by the monthly number. Pick by the first ceiling you'll hit. Basic, $29 a month on annual? Skip it for real work. 100 lookups a day caps a serious run in an afternoon. Premium, $59 a month? That's the buy for one serious user. 700 a day, all the room you need. Agency, $99 a month? Worth it the day a second login or a hard sprint bites. 1,500 a day and 5 seats. And 1 trap. Those are the annual prices. Checkout defaults to monthly. That costs you $240 a year more on premium. Flip the toggle before you put a card in. So where do the other tools sit? They're different lanes. Ahrefs is the backlink graph lane, an index roughly 3 times bigger, plus a full site audit module Mangools doesn't have. Its entry plan runs about $480 a year more than premium. Worth it when backlink depth is genuinely your job. Semrush is the breadth lane, paid, organic, and social in one dashboard, about $840 a year more, and it pays off only if you actually use 3 of its modules. Ubersuggest is the beginner price floor, around $200 a year less than basic. The place to learn the fundamentals before production content. And there's a real edge case. Technical crawls, JavaScript rendered sites, paid search intel. Those aren't Mangools lanes at all. Pick the lane you live in, then pick the tool. So the verdict. If you're one serious person running production SEO, this is premium. It's not close. The tell isn't the monthly price. It's the seat cap and the index ceiling. Almost everyone running solo lands on the exact same plan for slightly different reasons. The blogger, the in-house marketer, the micro SaaS founder, same buy. One case breaks away. A small agency of 2 to 5 people goes straight to agency. The solo seat just can't hold a second login. The beginner and the multi-channel lanes are on screen too. Full breakdowns right there. So here's where I'd land it. The data's honest. The speed is real. The price is a couple of coffees against tools that cost double. And here's a fresh reason it tips. Earlier this year, they shipped a tracker that watches whether ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude actually mention your brand in their answers. It's bundled into the paid plans. The 90 and up tools charge separately for theirs, so the value math got better, not worse. It holds a normal Monday for one person, and the day it stops holding, you'll know exactly which ceiling you hit. The seat, the sprint, or the backlink index. None of them is a price problem. So if you're that one serious person, grab the trial. The link's at operatorreviews.com/Mangools. Open it, push one real project through it, and let the cap make the call for you. That's the whole test. Thanks for watching.